Hi everybody, welcome to this episode of Friday Sews. I'm Alison and this is my channel sewlike.a. So what am I going to talk to you about this week? This is the pre-holiday one, guys, so you've stuck with me for this long. I'm not going to do a what am I packing. I'm just going to tell you kind of what I'm on with, what I've just finished, my final things before we head off. So yeah, stick around. I'm going to do a little sewing school catch up and a few bits. I think we might start there actually. So I really wanted to say like a genuinely massive thank you to everybody who's wished us good luck with the sewing school, I'm going to call it. So like Dotty Get Started to Sew. We had our first one last Friday. We had 4 people there. I'm going to drop some pictures in. They were all people who, one hadn't used a sewing machine for 50 years and one for 30 years. One person is somebody who said to me, you'll never get me to sew. And one lady, Karen, is a viewer, a lady that I know, and she just said, I love watching but I can't sew. And I said, well, come along. So they all left with at least one scrunchie made, possibly 2. Somebody made a reusable facial wipe, and that was all in a couple of hours of that first session. And it was lush. Absolutely loved it. And I think they did too. In fact, the feedback is. So I've got another one tomorrow when this is going out. So Friday, and then I've got 2. I've had to put an extra one on Sunday. These are all beginners ones. And I keep saying the next one is to make a tote bag, then a pair of trousers, then a t-shirt. And I'm going to kind of run through this block, if you like. This takes us up to mid-October time, just factoring in, like, obviously being on holiday, a bit of time out when I have some surgery done. But what I'm thinking of is restructuring it a little bit. Let me know what you think. So rather than people do one thing and 2 weeks later do something different, I'm going to roll all the sessions within a week and just change the days. So I don't know, say I came and did the basic one today and then went on holiday for 2 weeks. In 2 weeks' time, I can just pick up the tote bag one again. So that's kind of, I'm learning with it as well. And bought some more, I bought 2 more basic brother machines. So yeah, I've just got another overlocker machine off Granny Linda Sews yesterday. Thank you so much, Linda. So I'm going to look to set up some, get started with a serger and overlocker as well. I've been busy. I haven't had much of a chance to get posters and things out because it's just been filling up so fast. But I did use my little Cricut machine. I did make these little business cards. Tamlin very kindly took some from Sewtoon yesterday down to First for Fabrics because Brian offered to put some out there for me. I did take them when I was in last week and Tamlin was on the ball. She realised I hadn't put all my numbers on, my phone number. No. And I just managed to get about 5 posters out locally and I was like, oh no, I'm going to have to go again. But my posters were fine. So I've got those to just pop on my Cricut machine and chop up. And the other thing I wanted to share with you, because I've used Flamingo Prints in the UK to print my AO patterns since I started printing AO patterns out. I much prefer it to sticking them together. It's £1.50 a sheet or £2 for colours, and I think it's £1.50 standard postage. And they always come folded to A4 size. And I didn't used to get the instruction booklets out, but I actually quite like having that with it so I can write on any alterations and things like that. I know not everybody wants to. Some people like them, you know, on the computer screen and stuff. We're all different. But I messaged Liz and said, you know, I've got this licence for patterns. I can't remember if I told you who that was last time, but I'm going to tell you now anyway. And asked her about the printing and things. So honestly, when I opened this box the other day, I had a proper little moment. Don't have them very often, you know. Well, I do. I'm not a hard person. Just how she'd like packaged these up, I just thought it was so lovely. So the people, I'm going to call me students for want of a better word, potential sewists who come on the course. On the second week with the tote bag session, I'm actually going to do looking at patterns first and talk about fabric and you know, selvages and the grain line and nape of fabric, all those bits and bobs. And the pattern, I contacted Peppermint Magazine, who have been absolutely amazing about using getting a license to use their patterns, which are obviously free patterns to download, but not when you want to use them commercially. And so I've got the license for this. It's a bit crinkly. It's the loungewear set from Peppermint Magazine. So it's these sort of quite wide leg trousers, a little bit similar to the Tilly and the Button Sapphire, probably not quite as floaty as the Friday Pattern Company Saguaro set pants. But the great, obviously it's called a loungewear set. Sorry, I'm going to cough. So on week 3, they're going to make the trousers. On the 3rd session, I should say. But on the 2nd session, I'm going to put that down because it's really crinkly. No, actually, I'm going to tell you about it first. So, this is the set that Liz has sent out. So in each set, she's folded the 3 sheets of patterns and the instruction booklet and popped them in this cellophane with a little sticker on the back, so that when the students come in this on the second session, this will be waiting for them. And I just think, like, it's such a lovely touch, and I wouldn't have thought about it myself because I'm so wrapped up in kind of doing it. But how lovely. So honestly, massive shout out to Liz. I know I recommend you to loads of people. And yeah, you couldn't have been any more helpful. So yeah, so it's a wide leg trouser set with a woven top, which is like a boxy grown on sleeve, which you could lengthen to long sleeve or add on a sleeve, I'm sure. And on the 4th session, I want the students to use jersey. So when I come back off holiday, I'm going to kind of make up the trousers and the top. But I'm going to make up the top in a jersey fabric and put a ribbon neckband in just to check it out. But I think it'll work absolutely fine. So I was like, oh, so I shared a picture on our So like Dotty Get Started to Sew Facebook group for everybody who's coming on the course, and then they can go on to share their makes and things on there to make a little community. And I'm excited because I know some people who've already come are going to kind of progress after that and come to Sawtoon as well. So yeah, so that's my little update with that. Thank you everybody for your support. So what have I been making? What am I wearing? I'm wearing the Friday Pattern Company Sagebrush top. So this is a black, it's like a cheesecloth. It wasn't called that. I got it from Pound Fabrics last year. It's just got like black regular bias binding, lengthened sleeves as normal for me. I've just got like a little satiny sort of vest underneath it because it is a little bit see-through. And I'm wearing it with... You can't see, so I'm going to sit down, but I'll put a picture in. So these are Saguaro pants that I made. Well, I started them yesterday at Sawtoon and then realised I didn't take my black thread, so I had to stop. So I've finished these this morning. Out of the same fabric. The fabric was from Rainbow Fabrics Kilburn. I've also cut out 2 sagebrush sleeves because my plan is to make a black t-shirt, plain black t-shirt, and insert my favourite little hack sleeves. So it'll be a plain black bodice with spotty sleeves to wear with this. And I'm thinking I might travel in this actually. There was a fault in the fabric. I was like, oh no. But I've just had to run with it because I couldn't do it any other way. So it's actually in the underneath part of the sleeve. You see there's a line there. I've got to say I love their fabrics. But I've had a couple of faulty things. I'm a bit... But anywho, it gathers in and it's going to be in the underarm part. So I'm kind of figuring you won't really see it unless... I just don't think you'd really see it or notice it. And, well, either way it was happening. It was gunning. So they basically made... I'm going to shorten them a little bit. I've used my overlocker as I normally do to go around the top. And gathered those in, so when I'm inserting them I'll just gather it in a little bit more. I just love gathering on my overlocker. It's like so easy to do. Absolutely love it. So yeah, let me move those out of the way. So what else have I been making? Well, you know that I love my 2-back hack from Friday Pattern Company. I absolutely promise you that this vlog is not an advert for Friday Pattern Company, but they are my favourite pattern maker. They suit my body shape. The block that they work with really suits my sizing. And they give me a lot of flexibility and versatility. What can I say? I love it. I got myself in a bit of a last week. That describes it quite well. Because I was like, I need to make some cover-ups for around the pool. You're probably all sick of hearing this. And I started making stuff in chiffon and it was moving and I was just, and I was getting myself a bit stressed thinking, like, we're going away. I've got sewing school. I've got my Slim and World groups. I've got loads of things I need to do. And I'm running out of time. And this, you know, when something's just not going your way. I was being very dramatic about it, really. And in the end, I said, oh, I'm just going to have a little search around. I just needed some, like a beachy robe. Anyway, I did get one at Tesco. I haven't got it to, not Tesco, Sainsbury's. It's lovely, it's perfect. And I also got like it's like a dark, like a brown with black leopard print bikini, like high-waisted briefs, proper like bra top bikini. I'm doing it again, bra top bikini. Because I thought I just need to take some pressure off myself. Yes, I've been me-made for a year and a half, probably coming up to almost 2 years now. But I think I was putting pressure on myself to kind of, I must make everything, and that's just absolutely ridiculous to think for the rest of my life I'm not going to buy something. So I felt much better when I'd done that. I did have a few things on the go, one of which, this one, had gone in my closet core puffy fabric bin underneath. Because, well, it was a fail. What can I say? Which was what caused the catalyst for me having a, oh, I wasn't quite like that, but you know what I mean. Anyhow, it ended up getting dug back out the bin because what I was trying to do with it is I'd cut the Saguaro top, the proper top, for the front. And I think I shared with you on my last vlog, I got this, it was supposed to be bias binding from Pound Fabrics last year. And so I edged the neck and I was really happy with it. I thought it looked lovely. But then I did what I was doing when I first got the Saguaro top. I was trying to make it crossover for modesty and I just couldn't get it sitting where I wanted it to sit. And in the end, I just got in a bit of a huff with myself and put it in the thing and thought, oh, to hell with it, it's going to have to go. It was already shorter than I wanted it to be because when I'd cut the top, the front had moved. So I had to recut the front. Anyway, later on I thought, revisit it, get it out later that day, have a go at doing the top, how the top's meant to be. So I did. I'm probably not going to drop pictures of these in because my legs are like milk bottles with varicose veins. And anyhow, so that's the top. You can see I've tied it. Oh, I'm not showing you very well. I've tied it with the ribbon in the middle. I've edged all the edges. So the edges of the sleeves are done in that binding. I did the hem that way. So it gave me just a fractionally longer hem. Because I love the fabric. The fabric's like really me. It's so cute. And when I bought the fabric, I hadn't read it properly. I didn't realise it was like a crepe, viscose crepe or something. But I do like it. And so this is one of my chuck it on to go for a cocktail outfits. So you might see some pictures of me in it. I don't know, but you get the gist. So yeah, sometimes when something's not going right, it's worth putting it to one side and then redeeming it for another day. So this one was fabric that I got from So Totally Me, who I think has closed down, and I was like absolutely gutted. I just can't find her on Instagram anymore, which is where I first found her. So if you're still out there, let me know. This ended up in the sale for 75 pence a metre, which was just a crazy price. So I did say this, well, I say this quite often, everything we make doesn't work perfect. So this was then what I moved on to when I started that, and that had gone in the bin. And I decided to do the 2-back hack, but to make the neck bigger. Well, I made the neck a little bit too big. So I might chuck this one on. I'm gonna show you. So it's basically a long maxi skirt with a ruffle and the 2-back hack. Hang on, I'm going to put it on. I'm back. Before I explain the dress, I should have explained, if the light changes and goes funny, it's because we were in the middle of the biggest downpour. It's noon and it was like 8 p.m. outside. So I've got every light on I can possibly have on. And I've just come back from their dresses, I forgot to say. So I'm a little bit cheeky and flirty hair. So yeah, this one, I've got it on over my trousers and everything. So I just cut it miles too wide, and I thought, you know, when you just think I'll take a little bit off and it'll be fine. Well, a little bit made quite a big difference in this case. However, because it's for kind of going for breakfast, you know, around the pool a bit, it kind of has worked. I will drop a full length picture of this one, and it's just the other one you'll see all my white body through it, and there's some bits of me you don't want to say. So you'll see it better in the picture, so I can kind of do that. I can pull it off one shoulder, on one shoulder. So it'll just be chuck on. And actually what I did with it was, I've got it on the wrong way around. I only elasticated the back. Just, you know, when you're on holiday, you can be a little bit bloated, and because maybe you eat and drink things you don't normally have. And I do have a bit of IBS, so I thought, I'm just going to elasticate the back and leave the front a little bit looser as just a chuck it on, pull on sort of thing. And it worked really well, because this, I thought, hence the meltdown, I thought this was going to have to go into the bin as well. I thought, God, that puffy's going to be full before I want it to be. So I'm quite pleased with this. Now I've got, I think I have. Maybe I haven't. I think I've got some more of it left. Possibly. Not sure. So, I did have another dress. Suzanne, have you noticed anything that's missing on the shelf behind? The fabric that you've been coveting for a while might have gone missing. If you saw me share pictures of Sawtoon, you will know that I used this fabric from Rainbow Fabrics and made something. And at this point, I would be sharing it with you, except that accidentally, I kind of ended up, not my accident, with half a glass of somebody's Diet Coke over it last night. So it's currently drying, well, washed, drying, and needs ironing. So I will share that in my next vlog. It's lovely. I love that fabric. That viscose challis, whatever it's called, is like my favourite. So sorry, Suzanne, you're not getting it. It's cut, it's made. I've got a little bit left. Might make a bag or something like that. Don't know. Probably won't. It'll probably just stay there. But you know. So yeah. But then I feel like, not that I wanted to get my own back on. It was Carl. But in that massive storm there, I had a big delivery coming, and it was all, I heard the doorbell ring, and it was absolutely, is it a northeast thing? Hoying it down. Yeah. So we're both being wet. Never mind. But he loves me really, because I have done it. I have twirled the Ilford Jacket for Carl. I've been talking about it for weeks in this linen. I've got it all cut. I was cutting it at 7 o'clock this morning. And I've managed to almost fully line it, like self-line it in the same fabric, apart from a band this big on the bottom of the back of it, which is okay because you won't really see it. And I've been watching lots of Chelsea's vlogs on the Friday Pattern Company YouTube channel, because they are brilliant. There's a how to sew a placket one. Even if you're not making that jacket and you're putting a placket sleeve on, it's worth a watch. There's the regular one, there's how to line it, and I think Paige Joanna's done one, and Jess at So What If I Sew's also done one. So I've binged watched them, and I'm sure it is possible to line it with a placket sleeve, and Chelsea takes you through it. But I just was like, come on, Alison, make your life easy, because I still feel like I've got loads of stuff I need to do. So I've done it on the boxy sleeve, because it'll just get folded up anyway. And I just said to Carl, you know, if he likes it and stuff, kind of, I'll maybe make him something in a bit of a chunkier, warmer fabric for the winter. So that is probably going to get started today or tomorrow. Yeah. I feel like I'm there. I did get cut the Sew Over It Sorrento jacket, which is a traditional denim jacket. I have got that cut, but I'm not sure I'm going to get that made before I go. This is quite good for me, because sometimes I put too much pressure on myself. So I've kind of gone, I've already got the Sewing Bee denim jacket that I made, which is absolutely fine if I just need something to put on a night. So I'm not going to put pressure on myself to try and get that made. I did, however, nip into First for Fabrics the other day and get some more chambray. Because I think I said to you last time that I'd seen a dress in Matalan, which was a shirred dress but with raglan sleeves, and I actually really want to have a go at making that. So if I get time, rather than doing the denim jacket to go away, I might make this, but that's a might. Not sure if I'll get time. I'm working my way. I've got a list. Never have lists. I've got a list. So where am I at? What have I got coming up? There's a few things scheduled for while I'm away. Don't miss me too much. I'm going to try and take a bit of a break. I'm going to leave the phone in the room and stuff during the day. I will take some pictures of, you know, outfits and stuff. So if you want to see what I'm up to, you'll be able to see that on Instagram. And I'll probably do a what did I wear little video when I come back. But I have got a few things scheduled to go out already while I'm away. So the first one, which will come out on the 16th of September, which will be kind of a bit of a Friday Sews, is the Soul Purple for... make sure I get this right. So it's hashtag Soul Purple to End ALZ, which is the sort of collaboration challenge. I'm not officially collaborating in this. I was a little bit kind of behind, but it's with Michelle Sews again. She's putting a vlog on every day of something she's made and somebody she's collaborating with. There's loads going on around it. My dad had Alzheimer's, so I didn't think I was going to have time. And I'd already messaged her to say I'd really love to have done it, but I just don't think I've got time. And although I love purple, I've not got a lot of purple. Then I realised I did have something that was kind of purple and white. So I messaged her and said, actually, sometimes you need to make time. So I'm nearly finished that. That one will be shared on the Friday the 16th. Ruan and me did our photos at Sawtown on Sunday, which was an absolute hoot. We didn't visit hair and makeup, but we did have our official photographer, which was Tamlin. And bless it, Tamlin, I'm so sorry, because all we did was rip the mickey out of you a little bit, because Tamlin said herself she has a habit of doing these pictures where she kind of touches her hair, and I can't do them because I look a bit gormless, really. But we just started messing around, me and Ruan. So that's going to come out on Sunday the 18th of September. And then I think I'll have an October plans vlog coming out as well. And then when I come back, I'll do a little catch up with what I've made. So I do not know what I'm going to make in October. I'm not going to tell you yet because that'll be on that little vlog. There you go. So yeah, check me out. How organised am I? Hope that was okay. Hope you enjoyed it. And you know what I say. I want to know what you're doing. Talk to me. I love all your comments. I try to be as interactive as I can. And I love that. You know, I love the whole sewing community. And today I did go and get my hair cut, and I just wanted to give a shout out to Belinda, who has been my hairdresser since I moved up here. And she's awesome. And she also has an amazing, well, it's not new, she's been on with it for a couple of years. It's a project that she took on, well, not took on, but developed in lockdown. I know that she's worked with Weller. She's about to go to Excel in October to kind of a, like to do an exhibit. And she has, you can follow her on Instagram as Belinda Mindset. So she has developed these cards that she shares with students who are training to be hairdressers. They're all about positive, like mindfulness, positive working. And she's just done something about like inclusivity as well in hairdressing, which is something I'm completely about all being inclusive about everything. Not that I need to explain why, but my stepson is a trans boy. He's with his trans boyfriend. I've talked a lot about body positiveness and how that's come from Emma. I so do it Emma and help me. And I'm all for, like, let's not label things and label each other. Let's just all be us, you know. That's something that's really special. So we were just having a chat about that. I'm trying to get her to have a YouTube channel because I think she would be absolutely brilliant at it. She does do lots of stuff on Instagram. So check her out at Belinda Mindset. And I'm going to pop one of her cards in that she's developed, which is all about inclusivity. So let's leave it there. Let's all be positive and let's keep supporting each other and keep chatting to me so I know what you're up to. And happy sewing and take care.